It is Wednesday, and that means it's Wildcard Wednesday. I want to tell a story about paddling in Alaska. Something occurred this week that reminded me of this particular story. Story about paddling in Alaska. Let's go. Okay, so 2009, my friend Sarah and I are paddling just south of Juneau. I say just south, about 80 miles south of Juneau, Alaska. And we're in the Stevens Passage. Here's a quick view of where we are. And we realize we've got a fair amount of boat traffic around us. Some fishing boats, a large black-hulled boat that we didn't actually know what that was, but and then I turned to Sarah and I was like, am I crazy or do you hear music? And she was like, I'm so glad you said that. I feel like I've been hearing music for about 20 minutes and I have no idea where it's coming from. And so we looked around and we realized that way south of us, we could see a cruise ship, the white hull of a cruise ship. So I said to Sarah, I was like, look, there's a lot of boat traffic. I'm going to break out the VHF and put it on. So I break out the VHF, I put it on, we paddle for a little while. And then over the VHF, we hear Securite, Securite, Securite. This is the Carnival Spirit. We are going to make a turn to starboard and enter the Tracy Arm. Sarah and I look at each other and like, are we in front of the Tracy Arm? So we look at charts, we figure out where we were, because really we were just sort of like, we need to go up this, we're just paddling up this, we're not even really paying attention. And in fact, we were right in the middle of Tracy Arm. There happened to be some islands in the middle and we were right in front of them. And we talked about it for a second and we were like, do you think he sees us? I don't think he sees us. I don't think they have any idea we're here. So she's like, you got to call him. I don't want to call him. It's a cruise ship. I don't want to call him. So she convinces me, I call him back. Carnival Spirit, Carnival Spirit, Carnival Spirit. Be advised, you have 2 kayakers on your starboard side. And all they said back was, we see you, kayakers. So then Sarah and I had another conversation like, what does that mean? Like, we know we have the right of way, but what does that mean? He's going to make a right into Tracy Arm. He's going to go right in front of us. So we talk about it for about a minute. And decide, let's just hold our position. We're in a good spot. We're in front of this island. Let's just stay here and wait for him to go past. And so this is what Sarah said.
To the Securite, advising the captain of the Carnival Spirit that we are here, and he said he'd keep us on his starboard side. So we're going to hold position until this big cruise ship goes past us. And
then I radioed back to the cruise ship. I was like, Carnival Spirit, we're going to hold our position and allow you to pass. I don't recall if they said anything in response, but so we sat there, we waited for about 20 minutes and they cut right in front of us up the Tracy Arm. We were very proud of ourselves that we had communicated effectively and had given the right of way to a cruise ship. We then cut through their wake to paddle north. But before that, we got called on the VHF one more time, and it was that black-hulled ship that we didn't know what it was. We were so proud of ourselves, we were patting ourselves on the back, and it was the Coast Guard. That black-hulled ship was a Coast Guard boat, and they were telling us that we had accidentally keyed our mic and to be more careful. So while we're patting ourselves on the back, we ended up looking like idiots. So what reminded me of this was that this week I saw in the news that the Carnival Spirit hit an iceberg going into the Tracy Arm. So exactly where it cut us off, it hit an iceberg. And I just thought that was hilarious. I sent that to Sarah, who also thought it was hilarious. So that's a very quick paddling story from kayaking in Alaska. I'll also say we got into camp about 3 or 4 hours later, and it was beautiful and it was sunny and it was gorgeous. We laid out clothes to dry and things like that. We knew we'd be in Juneau in a day or two, so we were excited about that. And we ended up getting in our tent and going to sleep. Sarah went to sleep. I was reading a book, and that was when we had our bear encounter. So if you want to hear about a bear standing on my Delta kayak, tell me down in the comments below, and I'll make that a story for next Wildcard Wednesday. So not a whole lot going on. I just want to tell that story because I saw that in the news and it cracked me up and reminded me of an amazing experience. Do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you on the water.
We die. It was damn well worth it. It's a Titanic moment.
The glacier. We're hitting the glacier.
Oh gosh.